You are listening to the In Between Sales Calls podcast with Derek Shebby, episode 37. Welcome, everyone. You know, the longer I'm in sales, the more I realize how important it is to manage your calendar. And when you manage your calendar right, your productivity and your effectiveness is just a given. It's just automatic. So the best way I think I can share with you the importance of the calendar is to talk to you about calendars that you're probably using today and you didn't even realize it. First example I'll give you is the calendar of someone who goes and works out regularly. So let's say you do that, and whether you do that at your house or you do that at a gym, you typically have a schedule that you live by when you work out. For instance, let's say on Monday, maybe you work out your back and you exercise and you do 30 minutes of running and you do abs. You do that every Monday without fail. Tuesday, maybe that's your high intensity day and you work on your chest muscles. And again, you do your exercise for 30 minutes and you work on your abs again. Wednesday, same sort of thing, except you're working on your leg muscles. Thursday, again, same routine, except you're working on your biceps. And then Friday, same routine, except you're working on your triceps. And that's what you do every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, people who have this discipline, their workout is very structured. And it might be 60 minutes to 90 minutes per day, but they're doing it with a purpose. They've got that schedule that they follow. And the schedule is planned out before the week starts. And that schedule takes priority over their time every single day. They don't let anything get in the way. And if they schedule something else around it, they still find a way to make sure that they got that Tuesday workout in sometime before their head hits the pillow. Now, this may or may not be an example that you can relate to, but if you work out, I want you to think about that. Do you have a schedule that you follow every single day? Or do you know that this is what you do, this is your routine, and if for whatever reason something gets in the way, you still find time to get that same workout done that day? Or if you need to move things around the next day, you judge on how that Monday finished up to see if you needed to adjust your schedule on Tuesday or not, right? Another example that I really enjoy is the person that's preparing for a half marathon. Now, I don't know if you've ever prepared for a half marathon before, but you just search online, get ready for a half marathon, and any website you go to will give you a 12-week schedule of how to prepare for this half marathon. It's crazy. What I mean by that is they'll show week 1 and they'll have everything that you should be doing every day, like Monday through Sunday. So example, week 1 might say, Monday's a rest day, just relax. Tuesday, you need to run 3 miles though. Wednesday, you run 2 miles. Thursday, you run 3 miles again. Friday, you rest. Saturday, you do 30 minutes where you're doing some sort of exercise. And Sunday, you do 4 miles of a run. If we skip forward to the 8th week of this schedule, which is 12 weeks to prepare for your half marathon. And of course, the idea is that the 12th week, the last day, is your half marathon. But let's just say we look at week 8. If you're a half marathoner and you're preparing, week 8, you've got your rest, day 1, rest on Monday. And then you have 4.5 miles that you run on Tuesday. And again, 3 miles and 4.5 miles, rest, 50 minutes, and then 8 miles. So literally every single day is detailed out what you need to accomplish. And there's no question on how to prepare. And your workout, you know this, that if you're preparing for a half marathon, your workout's anywhere from 30 minutes to up to 2 hours per session. And you're doing that with purpose. You're following your schedule religiously. And the schedule's planned out before the week starts. You go, I'm going into week 7 now. What do I need to do? Oh, I see what I need to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Got it. I'm going to make sure I do that. And nothing gets in the way. Nothing will take priority over doing this. And what happens is if you follow these schedules, or these 12-week schedules that people will give you when you're preparing for a half marathon, you find that at the end of it, when you actually do your half marathon, you're ready to go. Like, it works. And so I don't know if this actually applies to you, if you've ever tried to do a half marathon or not, but what you'll find is that you must have this tremendous focus on sticking to your schedule. Those are 2 examples. One example of the person that's just working out and the other example of the person that's getting ready for a half marathon. But in both situations, there's discipline involved. And the person that's doing it, make sure that nothing gets in the way of them accomplishing what their objectives were for that day. Now let's transition to the salesperson's calendar. And I'll progressively tell you how the worst salesperson to the best salesperson schedules their calendar. And then we can talk about how that relates to you. So what does ugly look like? Well, an ugly calendar looks like where Sunday the salesperson is watching Netflix and Amazon Prime and any movies and staying up late and doing zero preparation for the week. Because then what happens is Monday rolls around the next day and they wake up and they roll out of bed and they look at their schedule for the week. It's empty, but they have to say, shoot, what am I doing? Do I have anything coming up? What do I need to do? And they spend all Monday figuring that out. Tuesday comes around then, and that's when they have any meetings if they have those scheduled, and they do some more admin work. And then Wednesday's finally when they got the courage to start prospecting and having more meetings and more admin work. And then Thursday, they have more meetings and more proposals to do and some admin work. And then Friday, because it's Friday and it's just about the weekend, that's when they spend more time with admin work. So if you look at this week as a whole, they only spent one day prospecting, which was Wednesday. And you might even make the case that their week started on Tuesday because Monday they were spending it just getting prepared to get stuff done. This is an example of a poorly scheduled week. Now, what about if we make it a little bit better? Let's say this is an example scheduled week without thought. And I've seen this over the years so many times with salespeople that wanted to show their manager that they were prepared for the week because their manager, from a micromanaging standpoint, just said, I want to see your calendar filled in every single week. And as a result, the salesperson just had these schedules where they said, I'm doing this every single Monday forever. I'm doing this every single Tuesday forever, every single Wednesday forever, every single Thursday forever, and every single Friday forever. And they have that scheduled out. So their week literally looks like Monday's also meetings, Monday's also proposals, Monday's also implementations, and Monday's also admin work. And there's no real thought put into anything at all because it's just a, hey, manager, get off my back. Here's my schedule. Look, I've got the whole week planned out. See? But it's very, very loose. And it's not anything they really put any thought in. Well, where does this calendar go from here? Well, this is where you need to stop and think, if you were a top salesperson, how would you be scheduling out every single day? Well, first of all, when you look at your week as a whole and you look at it on Sunday, you need to be looking at the goals for the week. How many appointment goals do you have? How many appointments should you be running every single week? Do you know what that is? Maybe it's 10 appointments. Maybe it's 20 appointments. Maybe it's more than that. How many appointments do you have scheduled right now? When can you set up more appointments? When can you schedule those? What times do you have to prospect? What areas of the day can you do that? Well, a top salesperson knows that they can only prospect from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. during the golden hours. So they are pushing every other activity that they possibly could be doing and making sure that it's not happening during 8 to 5. So they're looking ahead and saying, how do I keep that time frame sacred? And they're looking at, how am I hitting with my goals every single day? And they're measuring based upon that and making decisions based upon that and deciding based upon that. How many prospects does this top salesperson want to generate every day? And that's new prospects. How many prospects are new business? How many prospects are from current customers? How many are being generated daily? They're looking at that and they're planning for it and they're making sure that every day is set up that they can reach those goals. That's where they start, by looking at it. Of course, goals should be involved with closing deals too. So how many deals are they closing? Maybe at the end of the week, by that Friday, they want to have a certain amount of revenue in, a certain amount of business in. How are they going to get there? Do they have enough appointments to make that happen? They work backwards. When you look at your calendar in terms of goals, it's different because you stop looking at your calendar in terms of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because if you look at it that day, then you can start being general about what happens every single day. But when you look at it from a goal standpoint, then you know that you need to do whatever it takes to hit your goal every single day. And your calendar should be filled with things like appointments and presenting proposals. And that's all done between 8 to 5, by the way, during the golden hours, because that's the only time customers can actually meet with you. So if your calendar is not filled with enough appointments and enough proposals being presented, then you know that you need to be prepared to prospect those days. And so Monday, the top sales performer will have a list of places that they plan on contacting and going to see or prospecting to in any way that they prospect inside of their system. They will plan on hitting those places up. And based upon how that goes, that will feed over into Tuesday. Maybe what happened is on Monday, they had a great day. They hit their goals. And that changed their schedule for Tuesday. But one thing is certain is that a top sales rep uses this calendar and manages it the same as you would do if you were preparing for a marathon, and the same as you would do if you're exercising and you're working out every single day and you have your plan every single day. Well, they look at their calendar daily. They measure how they do based upon their goals and their objectives, and they adjust the next day based upon how they did. So today's success habit is to manage your calendar like every day is sacred. I mean, can you predict right now what's going to happen on Tuesday this week? Can you? What about Wednesday? Or what about Friday? Look, you need to be flexible. Every day you need to revisit what you did that day and what you need to do tomorrow in order for it to be an amazing day. That means every day you are adjusting your calendar because you care about maximizing your potential. You're never going to get today back, ever. So make sure tomorrow is one that you'll never forget. That's it for today's episode. Thank you for allowing me to join you on your sales journey. See you next time. Hey, did you know I just finished a new course? It's called Virtual Selling Machine. I'm pretty proud of it because it will help you dominate the B2B sales world working from home. I go over everything from building your digital brand online to understanding how to best tailor your message to your customers, prospecting from home, running effective meetings over Zoom, doing amazing demos over webinar, and more. It's all packed into a 4-hour course, but I want to hook you up with 1 hour of it for free, no strings attached. Just go to www.modernsalestraining.com/free. That's www.modernsalestraining.com/free. Go check it out now and become a virtual selling machine.